boy, obviously you do it to life, for life, do it to you. Today is Thursday. So, what did I do today? Today is Thursday. You know what it is? It's the four agreements. Man, I tell you what, I went to bed at probably a decent time last night, right? I figured I got some decent sleep. I slept real good. When I woke up, I was like a little to the edge, so I didn't pop out of bed. End up watching a little news. Didn't get a chance to. I was gonna turn on my on TVN and watch a couple of sermons. My morning sermon with Joseph Prince and then a little Joyce Myers and a little Creflo Dollar to start the day out right. But the TV I had moved it. It wasn't getting in. The shows wasn't coming in, so I was kind of feeling a little bit off. So you know what I did? I just say, you know what, day four agreements anyway. Let me just go ahead and pull up my trusty Audible app, and I started this to the four agreements. And it was talking about being impeccable with your word. You could transcend 50% of hell or something like that. But I mean, just being impeccable with your word, watching with your self talk and talking to others. Then he went through all of the other agreements, not taking things personal, not making assumptions. Then he reiterated that if I can only do one, it'll be the fourth agreement. Always do your best. Even though he said the first agreement would knock out half of the stuff, so it's between the first and the fourth. It may shift back around to the first agreement, being impeccable with my word by telling myself with my positive affirmation to always do my best. Hmm. Something to think about. Oh, you know what? Oh, my other calendar up top. I just gonna say I thought I was supposed to be marking them off back here. My other calendar up top. So I listened to that, and then on the way to work, I listened to it all the way to work. Then when I got to work, I started to work, but I was a little off, a little bit, just a little shift off, because I didn't immediately go to my time block, go to my quiet place. I had a few little odds and ends to take care of. Then I finally got to my quiet place, and somebody came in and disrupted it. Hey, look, man, you gotta get out of here. We need you up here doing this. So I had to go back into the unquiet place and had to focus even harder in that spot, but I still managed to get some things done because I had got ahead yesterday. See, I got ahead with my owners yesterday. Did a few owners today, but I said I was going to dedicate this day to scratching off, going through my active leads, which I did today. I did made some calls. Yes, I did. I did those active leads, and that's what I'm going to do tomorrow, all day long. So I think this deal, instead of having it in my time block, since I didn't do it in my time block, it took me kind of all day to do it. But I made a delivery. I got another appointment set up for tomorrow. But I want to get into the part of just going for no. I did some cleaning and shuffling around, but I want to get in and just kind of go for no. Now tomorrow's Friday. Let's go for no all day. Let's go for no. It's going for no. Extra no. Not only telling people no, but also receiving no's. And I'm gonna have to go and dig into some of the tough customers. You know, I heard myself saying today, you know what? Let me go on out here and just snag this easy no. I know this gonna be a no. Let me go ahead and just call that. Boom. Let me get this no out of the way. See, I'm looking for the no's now because I know that the more I can get, if I can exponentiate that thing, get it on up there, I'm on the right track, baby. At 200 days, man, I'm going for the no. Imagine another 100 days. How I'm be getting 100 no's a day. If I can get 100 no's a day, you know what that'll do? It'll be spectacular. Because I found something out. Listen to my boy Grant, all those guys, where they able to make it to that transcend to that next level is they not afraid to put it out on the line, to leave themselves vulnerable. We say vulnerable, but you know, just asking for help. I was talking to another part of me, a younger part of me. Person just started there. I gave them a tip. Hey, this is what you need to do. You need to grab this book, you know, the one thing, you need to grab this book right here, practice on your skills, and here's the techniques you got to do it to this part of your life. That's what I said, right? Plain and simple. Well, transfer on down the road. They hadn't done it. Now it comes to fruition that, hey, now they up against the eight ball. Yeah. With no plan. They spent all their time not even planning. Just lollygagging around, just playing around. Now they up against the eight ball. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I said, yeah, I know what's gonna happen. They gonna fire you. For real. They definitely gonna do that. They gonna fire you. That's what I said as I was talking to him. You come on. You gotta dig in the freezer. Yeah. Go ahead. That's my son-in-law right there. She can't see him anyway, so it's out the camera. But I told her, I said, look, you got to go out and do some outside prospecting. I said, look, you got several friends. I know you got a bunch of friends. I know you're on Facebook and Twitter. All I see you on your social media all day. Why don't you ask them for help? Then they stuttered. They paused. They didn't want to ask for help. And why is that? Because the average Joe don't want to seem like they weak. So she had the ego on the line, and the ego saying, hey, I'm not weak, I don't need no help. And so they kind of walked away knowing that it ain't gonna happen. They're not gonna ask for the help. I'm looking at that part of myself and I'm saying, gosh, why don't you just ask for some help? You know what to do it to that part of your life. See, that was a part of me. That's why I recognize it. That's a part of me. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's a part of me. If I recognize it and I resonate with it and I see what's happening, then that's got to be a part of me. And it normally raises up to be something that I dislike. If you see yourself disliking something, then that's something that's in you, and that's the part of you that you disliking. I was watching Attack on Titan the other night, and one of the things that Aaron said to the little young recruits, he said, you know what, I just kind of dislike, I've always hated that. And when I looked at you guys, I just always hated you guys. The reason is because you wasn't free, that you was a slave, that you was being manipulated. You thought that you was doing something, but it was programmed into you, into your DNA, into your upbringing for you to behave the way you're behaving, and you think you behaving on your own, and you don't even recognize that you chained, that you in prison, that you in bondage. And that's why I hate you. That's what he was saying. That's what he was saying, you know. But the reason he was saying that because that part was in him. You see what I'm saying? He didn't say that in the movie, but I know that's what it is. Whenever you see something you don't like, you resonate with it, that part's in you, and that's what you've been trying to eradicate. If you see fat people, say, man, so fat. You know, maybe it ain't fat. Maybe it's something different. Maybe this guy, you say, man, gosh, man, this guy right here, I saw a part of me taking some dips and chewing tobacco. And it was just so nasty. I mean, he would spit in the cup and his spit would drip from his mouth and all over. I mean, it was just air. I'm just sitting there. I come back. I'm looking at him, and he got this slob just hanging down from his hands. I mean, I'm just saying, this guy just made a mess. Then I think, only reason that resonated me, what are my areas that I'm making a mess like that? You know, where is it? It's there. So, but what we're gonna try and do, like I say, every single day, I'm getting back serious. I'm getting back serious with the workout. Like, hey, look, I was going, yeah, I got to do some jumping jacks. Hold on. 18, 19, 20. Otherwise, I want to have no exercise for the day. I'm still doing something, but I ain't maxed it out yet. So, tomorrow's go for no. We did our best in certain areas. I had a couple of other areas that I did my best in as well too. But the quicker, easier I can get to that vulnerability part, showing people and asking people for that help, showing them that I need that help, asking for that help, and then doing it, using that help, I'm be able to help others.